Do you ever feel like you're living life in fast forward? You're juggling 1,000 things, and even when you slow down, your mind is still racing. Same. Mindfulness has been a bit of a buzzword for years now. I'm sure you've heard it thrown around in all different kinds of wellness spaces. It's in meditation apps or maybe even in your yoga class. But the big question is, does it actually work? Today, we're going to dive into what mindfulness really is, how it impacts your life, and the science behind it. Spoiler alert, it's not just sitting in silence and trying not to think of your to-do list. By the end of this video, you'll know whether mindfulness is worth the hype and if it's something you should try, which I'm hoping you'll decide it is. In the follow-up video, I'll also share some easy ways to bring more mindfulness into your life without it feeling like another to-do on your list. So if you're new here, hello, my lovely human, welcome. I'm Alexis Butler, but you can call me Lex. I'm a second-generation Pilates master teacher, somatic energy practitioner, Reiki master, and wellness coach. Basically, I'm your biggest cheerleader for living an empowered life full of more ease, flow, and more purpose. I've spent years in the wellness world, and while mindfulness has been a pretty big part of it, I want you to trust me. I am not naturally a Zen person. My mind, it's often a little bit more like highway during rush hour. So if mindfulness can work for me, it might just work for you too. Okay, let's start with the basics. What is mindfulness? In simple terms, it's the practice of being fully present and in the moment, aware of what you're feeling, thinking, and experiencing. And here's the twist. It's the practice of doing all of this without judgment. Sounds easy enough, right? But how often do you actually do that? In a world that glorifies multitasking, which doesn't actually exist, whether it's watching TV while scrolling on your phone or thinking about tomorrow's meeting while eating dinner, our minds are trained to jump all over the place. Mindfulness is like saying, hey, let's just slow down for a second and just be here. And here's the kicker. It's scientifically proven to change the way your brain functions. But does that mean it's going to work for you? Let's break it down. First, the science behind mindfulness. Now, I'm not talking about some feel-good woo-woo practice here. Mindfulness has been studied by neuroscientists and psychologists for decades. The research shows that regular mindfulness practices can actually rewire your brain, which is kind of crazy, right? Pretty cool. Studies have found that mindfulness can increase the density of gray matter in your brain. That's the part responsible for memory, learning, emotional regulation, and self-awareness. It can even reduce the size of your amygdala. That's the part responsible for stress and anxiety. So when people say that mindfulness helps them feel calmer or more centered, it's not just the placebo effect. It's backed by science. Second, the benefits of mindfulness that you might not expect. Here's where things get really cool. The benefits of mindfulness go beyond just feeling better. It's been shown to improve focus, boost creativity, and even help with physical pain. You heard me right, physical pain. A study done by researchers at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center found that mindfulness meditation reduced pain intensity by 40% and pain unpleasantness by 57%. How the heck is that possible? It's believed that mindfulness helps you change your relationship with discomfort. Instead of resisting or amplifying pain with your thoughts, you simply observe it. Again, without judgment. It's like saying to your body, I see you, I feel you, but I'm not letting you control my life today. It's pretty powerful, right? Third, does it work for everyone? If we're being super real for a second, like any practice, mindfulness isn't a magic bullet. It's not going to instantly fix everything. And for some people, it might not feel like the right fit, especially if you're someone who usually struggles with sitting still or calming your brain, which, let's be honest, is most of us in the beginning. But the thing is, mindfulness doesn't have to look like 30 minutes of silent meditation every day. It can be as simple as being fully present while drinking your morning coffee or taking 3 deep breaths before diving into a stressful situation. The key is consistency. Just like building muscle, you're training your mind to slow down, focus, and be right here instead of bouncing from one thing to the next. Over time, this practice becomes easier and benefits become more noticeable. So back to our primary list. Number 4, how to start meditating. If you're thinking, okay, Lex, mindfulness sounds great, but how do I actually start meditating? I've got you covered. In the next video titled, How to Start Meditating Today, It's Easier Than You Think, we're gonna go over exactly that. No complicated techniques, no long, boring sessions, just simple steps to help you get started, whether you've never meditated before or you've tried and just didn't stick with it. So be sure to check that out after this. I promise, mindfulness and meditation are so much easier than you think, and they can fit into your life without adding any extra pressure. Remember, mindfulness is about progress, not perfection. So, does mindfulness actually work? Absolutely. But like anything, it takes practice, patience, and a bit of trial and error to figure out what works best for you. The benefits are real, and you don't have to be a meditation expert to experience them. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss more simple and effective ways to bring balance into your life. And if you made it this far in the video, drop a comment below. What's one thing that you want to try to be more mindful about this week? As always, it's such an honor to have you here. Until next time, take a deep breath and just be right here. Bye, guys.